All right. As a mom of 4 boys, I have been begged to make sugar cookies for Christmas. Christmas cookies is what they said. How could I not? Watching the Hallmark Channel and everything else, I must fulfill my boys' request. They will not ask for this many years, I'm sure. But it's a tradition that our bigger buddy and I usually make these while Daddy goes on errands with the smaller ones. But this year, the smaller ones are old enough to participate. So, in just a minute, I'm going to call up the masses. The baby is down for a nap, and I have prepped everything. Hopefully, we can do this smooth without a hitch. So, I have made, this is the first time I've made it this way, homemade egg-free sugar cookie dough. So, instead of eggs, I use sour cream, and at the end of our video, I will post the ingredients for you, but instead of, like I said, instead of eggs, it called for sour cream. So with an allergy of eggs, then we have used sour cream instead. So I have the 2 baking pans ready, the oven is heating up, I have all of our cookie cutters, my roller from my Pampered Chef friend, some flour because we're supposed to flour the surface here in a minute. So I even have my apron here set aside. So I'm going to call them up and hopefully we can do this smooth without a hitch. So our first step was I made the dough last night. I have found out the ages of my kids, they are not interested in helping to actually make the dough. So I made the dough. We're going to call them up and roll it out. We're going to cut them out and bake them. And then later, after naps, we will ice and sprinkle them up. So you kind of go in stages with ages 5. We will have a 5-year-old and 2 3-year-olds helping. So it's kind of a stage process. Otherwise, they lose interest fast. It's too much all at one time. So here goes our Christmas cookie fun. I'm going to time lapse it so you can see all the fun. Mommy has her little elves here. And as you saw, we rolled out the dough, we pushed it in, and we've got our cookies ready to go in the oven. We have the oven preheated at 350. We're going to stick them in and see how they come out. Hey, quit eating the dough. The cool thing about eggless dough is we can eat it as we go. All right, what do we make, boys? Cookies. All right, we got to bake it. We gotta bake it. Yes, you made that. You guys helped. What shapes did we make? Don't touch. Don't touch. You made a star. What else did we make? Don't touch.
A snowman and a tree and a teddy bear. Well, 2 teddy bears.
And that's a stocking. All right, let's go put them in the oven. We have our oven baked and preheated to 350. I don't know if I can do this with one hand, but we are actually no hands. I got one hand on the camera and one hand on the cookie days. Alright, we're going to open it up and put the cookies in for 10 minutes. It says 10 to 12 minutes, but our oven's a little hot, so we're going to put, it has a fingerprint in it, we're going to put it in for 10 minutes and see how we go. Alright, let's go make another pan. So here are our cookies. We put the took these out and put them on the wire rack. The nice thing about parchment paper is you can just slide it off right onto the wire rack and you don't have to break the cookies. Usually when we try to use a spatula to get them off, they break. So these will dry and be nice and cool. But it took exactly 12 minutes. Actually, this was 13 minutes, so you can see they got a little overdone. I think they'll still taste yummy. So right at 12 minutes on our oven for 350. It says 10 to 12, so ours took 12. We put the next batch in. It's baking at 350 for 12 minutes, and we've got one more few pieces to cut over here. We've got some restless boys. Are we having fun, boys?
Yes.
Yes. What are we making?
Cookies.
Cookies. What is your favorite part? Sit down. Sit down. The dough. So we have to roll it out and cut it out. So these are ready in just a minute. So we have just a little ball of dough left. We're going to finish up, and then later we'll come back after nap time and frost these and eat them and tell you how they taste. All right. Everybody say bye for now.
Bye.
All right. Shh, don't tell the kids that I've tasted one of these. It doesn't have frosting or sprinkles yet, but wow, they are so yummy for being eggless. Like I said, I ate some of the ones that were, or not some, just two of the ones that were a little overcooked. This one right here got a little overcooked, but wow, they are so yummy even so. I must say, these have been easier than the store-bought sugar cookie bag that you normally buy. And keeping an eye on some that are about to come out. But they are easier. I stirred up the dough yesterday. Not many ingredients in it. I'll have that listed for you. But I stirred up the dough. Now it was rock hard because I didn't understand what a disc was. So I kind of just plopped it in the refrigerator. So I did have to let it sit out for about 2 hours this morning. But it worked perfectly fine after that. They are not quite as sweet as those sugar cookies. And but I'm sure they will be once we add frosting and sprinkles and all that fun stuff. So I kind of like them that they're not as sweet. They taste really good. They've held up really good. And, oh, I've got to get some more out of the oven. All right, sorry, I had to get this batch out of the oven. So we have made a grand total of 33 cookies out of our recipe that I'm going to post here at the end. I'm going to wait to the end and not post it in the middle in case everybody wants to fast forward to it at the end. But you can see these are an average length. This, put my hand up next to them so you can kind of see how big they were. For 33, the stars were a little bit smaller. We could fit more of them on there. So just kind of give you how many cookies it makes. These are, of course, amateur cookies. We're not going on Food Network or taking them to any parties or anything. The kids help me wiggle and jiggle is what I called it. And so they're kind of, you know, not maybe as even or whatever. But we're going to ice them, sprinkle them, and they're going to taste just fine. So we've had a great time making them. So in just a few minutes, well, actually not a few minutes, we're going to pause the video for a while, finish our day, take some naps. After naps, we are going to frost them and sprinkle them up. Alright, so it is after nap. It has gotten dark outside, and we are going to frost these amazing cookies that we made. So I have all the boys ready to come in here, but before they have come, because like I said, they are young boys. I've got a 5-year-old, 2 3-year-olds. I've gone ahead and set out the ones that they're going to decorate, and their little frosting cups, and of course the sprinkles. My plan is to sit right there in the middle of the youngest, let the oldest kind of do it over here more independently, and see how we get going on these cookies. So they each have, I think, 7 cookies to decorate. Let's see, 2, 4, 6, 7. Yep, so they have 7 cookies to decorate each. And they all have the same exact kinds. And so we're going to decorate these up and have some fun. So we'll put it on another time lapse here and see how we get going with our decoration. So the only thing we have going for us now is we will have an onlooker of a baby this time. So here are the boys. Are we ready to decorate some cookies? Yeah! All right. And there's even little Bub down there. So we're going to put him in his high chair and see if he'll enjoy this. All right. Tell us what we made.
Cookies.
Cookies. All right. What kind did you pick out?
A bear.
A bear. What kind did you pick out?
A teddy bear.
And what kind did you pick out?
You
You did it all by yourself. Look at those pretty sprinkles on there.
Mine. Not mine.
I'll go show you the pan of sprinkles in a minute. And here's one for you, too. You want a cookie? You have a cookie. All right, you guys can eat it. See how they taste. This is our first tasting of our cookies.
Go. Get some frosting on my fingers.
That's okay.
I just had a thumbs up for frosting.
Yeah, thumbs up for the frosting. We just used a can of frosting this time because they're going to be eaten so fast. But for little Bug's birthday over here, we're going to make some snowflakes for him, and we're going to use that special frosting that hardens. Yeah, thumbs up. You like it? You don't like it? You like it? For the sprinkles too. What about you? You like it? He's got one with no frosting. He's the youngest kid that has gotten to eat a sugar cookie in our family. So here he is, number 4. with the sugar cookie hanging out of his mouth. I better watch him closely. All right, let's go over here and see our pan of cookies. Oh, he's shoving it all in his mouth. So I combined up the twins' pans here so we could put them over here. But this is the 3-year-olds. They did it all by themselves. You could see in the time lapse. They kept saying all by myself, all by myself. So you can see that product of all by myself. But it was really good. It didn't really make that much of a mess. And then here is the Big Bugs. He did his. He really did his all by himself. He did a really good job, and they're really pretty. These you can't really see on the camera good, but it is like a white sprinkle on there. It's really sparkly, and it looks really like snow. So they're very pretty. There are our cookies. What do you tell them? What do you think about them?
Good.
Good. That was fun. Was that fun?
Yeah.
Yeah. Alrighty. He's the one that talked me into it. I was not going to decorate cookies this year, but I'm glad we did. It was fun, and my boys will not be little forever, and they'll probably grow out of this one day. So this was fun. All right, yummy. Now it's time to go to bed. What are you doing out here?
Oh, we're going to go to next door and sing and do Christmas carols.
So we're gonna go in the neighborhood, which means the one house next door, which happens to be Grandma and Papa. We're going to take them their Christmas cookies we made for them, and we're going to go Christmas caroling. A great new tradition. Luckily, we're not in a very big neighborhood. It's just one house. We'll see how this goes.
Oh, what fun it is to ride in one full open sleigh. Hey, hey, jingle bells. Happy got it.
Wow. Did you make them? Oh, wow. You want to come inside?
Yes.
Come on.
Do it again. Sing the song.